I don't know why we even have Celsius. You should have Fahrenheit and millimeters. But you can't have millimeters because, say, there's not like an equivalent. Like, you don't pick up a 10 millimeter socket and there's a 9/16 is the same as 10 millimeters. There's not. It doesn't work that way.
Well, A, you're lying because you never find a 10 millimeter socket.
You can buy a package of 10 millimeter sockets. I buy socket sets and leave them in the package, so I always have a 10 millimeter socket. I bought a bunch of socket sets this weekend, as a matter of fact. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Should we build this?
What are you building?
This. Do you know what's in here?
No clue.
You want to see?
Yep.
You want to see what we're building? It holds your amplified hearing protection, just like this. You're not going to talk to me, are you? I can't hear you anyways. We're going to build that. You want to see how?
Let's see it.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to use these.
What are those?
They're circles. We're going to take this. If you're fancy, I didn't want to make another pattern. So we're going to take this pattern and we're going to do this with it. Now, you can go here to here, not quite get as much. So I'm going to actually fold it, and then I'm going to fold it over a little more than that. So, because I want this to reach further. You can line yours on the inside with Cordura or Pat cloth or whatever. There's that. And here's these. Man down. Now, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to actually tighten it up so that it pushes, gives me more border around the edges here. You, again, don't have to do that. I want my foam to stay in place. I don't want it to be able to shift any. That's what it looks like on the outside. I'm going to do the same exact thing right here. I realized that I probably sewed too fast and you weren't able to see it. So in case Brandel doesn't slow this down, I'll do this one a little slower so you can see it. In case you don't have your eyes calibrated to 4K. We shoot everything with a prime lens, so we can't really focus or anything. What Lutz package are we using?
Anything from Peter McKinnon.
Yeah, but Peter like built his last package off of my shit.
We're only using yours.
That's right. He's a big fan. You get really busy, you don't have time to reply. He starts sending you emails like, are you mad at me, bro? How come you haven't replied to me? Hey, I've emailed you. I realize I've emailed you a lot.
He's sending you those emails?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just looking at them, not replying?
Well, I'm busy.
Oh, there you go.
Plus, he's doing the whole pirate cowboy thing, so. I only watch his videos where he uses GoPro. Okay. This is going to be the handle right here. I want it kind of flat, so I'm not going to fold this over. I'm actually going to make this hem very small and then butt this right against it because I don't want the bolt to sew through. I'm sewing this in green thread on here. So 5 feet away you won't see it, but on the film, do we call it film still? I guess we still.
I think so.
On the video you'll be able to see the stitches if you've got calibrated eyes. Mark this on the other side here. Is that close? Yeah, it's close. Pretty close. By pretty close, I mean absolutely fucking perfect.
Are you always perfect?
Perfect, yeah. Unless you're a dude in the Venezuelan Air Force. He's a little butthurt today. Does Venezuela even fucking have an Air Force? Is that?
I don't know.
I guess we should probably look that up. I've emailed you many, many times from a name that's not the name that I'm using right now. All right. So what I'm doing right here is this webbing right here, and I want it to color match. And I really don't like the 1.5 inch printed webbing. So we're making it out of Cordura right here. This is actually 1.5 inch webbing right here. It's cool, gives you a splash of red on there, which is what we were after. But on this one, I don't want that. So I'm gonna fold this in half here. You ready? Nope, I did not sew that in close. We're gonna capture it anyways. It doesn't need to be. And while I'm folding this in half, you saw I just sewed on that edge. I'm just gonna line this up right here and sew on the inside bite just to show you that it doesn't fucking matter how you do it. I'm pulling at the same time, right? And in pulling at this, it just keeps it nice and in half. Now I'll just I'll come right across here, travel right back up, and as I'm doing this, I'm kind of pulling this way, applying tension, which makes it lay nice and flat, so it's not all pillowy or bowed out. If you've got work and it looks puffy, just apply tension to it. It'll lay flat. As you see, this is really pretty damn flat. You can see it's off the table some places because it's tension, but there's no bubbles in here, I guess is what we're looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and put this zipper on here. And this one I'm gonna eyeball. I want the raw edges to the outside. I want that nice clean bite on the inside. And I'm gonna just kind of line this up right here. I am putting tension on the Cordura, not so much tension on the zipper. I'm just kind of tensioning the Cordura, set it on the zipper where I want it, hold tension to both of them, and then travel. You can pull the zipper and get a lot of stretch out of it, but when you go to zip it, you'll feel it when you zip it. That's why I'm not doing that. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and put a second line on this zipper from the inside. If you had a double needle machine, you could do all this in one pass. But I typically show you how to do this so you can do it with anything that you have without having other stuff. if you have a double needle machine, then you already know that, and it doesn't matter what I'm telling you. While you're applying tension to this set of this cordura, try to make sure it's about the same tension so they come out the same length. So they land the same. Did you hear it change sounds? You probably didn't. Did you?
Yeah.
You heard it change sounds? I mean, it's not ran out of bobbin thread. If you just figure out how to make this sewing machine so that it feeds the bottom off of a spool, so you don't have to have a bobbin, you will make so much money you won't have to sew anything. You'll just be able to do that. Guys are like, I love to sew. Maybe. If you woke up tomorrow morning and had $100 million in your bank account, though, you probably wouldn't do anything tomorrow the same way you did it today. So maybe you love to sew. Do you love to sew, or do you like to have the stuff? Clean that shit up as you go. Okay, there's that. Now I need those things, those jingly things right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Man. Probably done that once or twice. You don't have to cut the zipper off. We're going to conceal it, but you can. You can also burn the raw edges if you want to. You also don't have to do that. Which side has better pattern? I think this one does. I'm going to put that one will be the outside, this one will be the inside. So there's my zipper. Tack that. When you're making your patterns, you might want to make this bottom piece a little bigger. You can make it small, which looks cool, but the smaller it is, the harder it is to do this fold right here I'm going to show you. I'm basically capturing the zipper lips and the zipper inside here by 1/2 inch. You can do 3/4, whatever you allow for. Tack that in. I just blew my thread. Get to where you can rethread fast, and then you will never worry about it. All right, now just pull that. Flips it nice and clean. So all of your raw edges get concealed inside. Your zipper is captive in there. All the fuzz is captive. Everything's in there. Now I'm going to turn it this way. This is the side that is outside that I want to see. And I want my stitch line to be nice and clean right here, so I'm going to sew it from this side here. Can you see it? Go ahead and put a label there on the inside of this, and then I'm going to put a handle on it. Put the label on first, that way you don't have to fight with getting this under the handle once it's in there. Is that center? Looks pretty center. Now when you do this, you can run a single line, come all the way around, and then pass it, or you can tack it at the beginning, come on around, and if your stitches are coming past your label, you can make your stitches smaller to where they fall right at the edge of the label where you want it. And then right here, I can tack it back, or I can travel around. Just depends what color thread you've got and whether you want it brighter up on that line or whatever, because you're going to run over it twice. So there's the label. That's what I'm talking about there. Now, this handle here, we'll go ahead and pop this sucker on there. How did I have this one? Yeah, right on the edges. Right. Ooh, I'm about to put that on the wrong side. So, flip this. Let's get this right here. Now, this is quite a bit of bulk here. 2 layers of webbing, 4 layers of Cordura, plus the zipper there. So as you're traveling back and forth, just kind of go slow. You don't want to hit all that bulk. And if it's not reversing well for you on that bulk, just go ahead and turn your work. I realize most of you guys all have sewing machines with reverse, but they used to make sewing machines that did not have reverse before they made machines with reverse. So we are very, very spoiled by improvements over the years. Now I can zigzag over, but I don't want to in reverse, especially through that bulk, so I'm going to travel forward and now tack this in. And then here is what it looks like completed. Just like so. Now I'm going to find center. Or pretty close to it. Man, I've got the air on over there. It is so hot in here. What do you think, at 100?
Definitely 100. Yeah.
At least 100. Now, it doesn't really matter which way these clock. I mean, you can make your pattern clock however you want. I recently saw a bunch of guys talking shit about some company had made a backpack out of multicam black, and their pattern's running up and down. And I am of the belief that it should go side to side as well. But when they're building mass quantities like they do, or you're laser cutting, it just kind of goes, it nests where it nests. And if your pattern is supposed to go side to side like this, what happens if you're laying down sideways? Does that mean that your camo doesn't work anymore? I don't know, maybe. There'll be some 10-year-old on the internet to tell you which way it should be. This, I want basically top center because of the pocket that I've put in here. So that's really the only thing that really matters right here. Roughly 7, I think, so 6.5-ish, 7, 3.5. Pretty okay enough. Probably completely not. Now, which way should we double check? There's top. That's the only part that matters. Can we sew this on, and will this clock perfectly? I've not made one of these in years. I think once I got this, I think I only made one of these ever. I think we made actually I don't know that I've even made this. I think we made a pouch for a promotion, a round pouch like this, little clamshell pouch. And then we scaled it up and handed it to production to make this pouch, which is a padded hearing protection pouch.
Looks like it'd be perfect for GoPros and stuff too.
It'd be pretty big right now for GoPros. You could totally put a lot of GoPros in here. Not a lot of models of GoPros, but actually a quantity of GoPros. Man, I can't believe how perfect that worked. Let's flip it and take a look at it. We're gonna reflip it though. We're gonna turn it back and sew around it. I don't want just a single line of sewing. I want multiples. I also want to bring it in a little bit because you're seeing these stitch lines where I tacked that together. So running it on the inside and tightening up that foam inside maybe wasn't such a good idea. Just for cosmetic reasons. However, if I'd have used black thread, you wouldn't see it. Man, that zipper's gonna get somebody killed. It's so loud. Yes, I'm aware, 10-year-old.
Who's giving 10-year-olds to the internet these days?
I don't fucking know, man. They've got to be 10 years old, right? Because a grown fucking man wouldn't have time to talk shit to other men on the internet, right? They're doing something.
I think that.
They probably have sex with women and have jobs and, you know, stuff like that. Watch that zipper pull. I almost hit it. This machine will sew right through that zipper pull. That needle will punch right through that metal zipper pull. Which also means if you're a special kind of fucked up and you figure out how to get your finger under there, it'll sew through that too. I know. There's always one of you guys. Man, I sewed once and I sewed right through my hand. Man, I wish I had fucking $1 for every time some dipshit told me that. I've sewed for 35 years and never fucking sewn through my hand. Then again. Okay, there's that. It clocks out really well, which means that we don't have to worry about this one. We'll just put it on. Go ahead and open it. Probably be a little easier. You know what I'm thinking right now?
What?
How in the fuck did I let you talk me into this? It is hot out here.
I'm sweating.
I don't even have, I have a sauna, a real one. You don't even need it. Huh?
You don't need it in here.
Fuck no, you don't need it. It's probably hotter in here than the sauna.
The car said 105.
That's a recommendation. It wants 105 octane, is what that means. It doesn't really take 6 quarts of oil. That's just a recommendation.
2's enough.
2 could be enough. Your car will be lighter,
Faster.
faster.
Don't you know Vin Diesel?
He's really short.
How short?
Shorter than I'm short. Yeah, shorter. He's like 5 foot. He like his head, top of his head comes just above my nipple when I'm standing with him, like right here.
You stayed with him a lot.
Only a couple times. He's kind of weird. He's like, I'm going to Greco-Roman wrestle you. I'm like, no, you're not.
I think my shoes are filling with sweat.
I bet they are. Are you trying to cut weight? Are you wearing some trash bags?
Where my normal shoe?
I guess you should just have on Crocs,
Yeah.
bro.
Put them in water, then put them in the freezer.
Is that what they do in your hometown?
I don't know. Everybody wears Crocs though. You ever put any on?
Crocs?
Yeah.
No. I have sex with women. I don't chew gum either. It's pretty sweet, huh? This will hold anything. I mean, we've got contacts and sword ends and all kinds of shit. Dual down leads, dual cables, single mic. Everything fits. This is actually the biggest set of Ear Pro that we have. It's the biggest set of Ear Pro I've seen. I mean, King headset, you know, for aircraft, maybe a little bigger. They might be bigger, but this fits everything we've tried to put in it. And that's with a SOE Pelcher wrap on there. There it is. We'll cut those zipper pulls off. We'll put some 550. We'll burn these little strings, threads. There it is. All right. We're giving this away, yeah? We're giving all of it away, right?
All of it.
In 3 weeks. 3 weeks on Patreon. If you're on our Patreon, we have a box full of gear. Everything I've sewn on these videos, we're giving to one person on Patreon here. You can join Patreon. It's SOE Tactical Gear. It's $5. We're going to pick a winner out of there, and the box keeps filling up. There's more and more and more stuff. I've got another 5 or 6 pieces that I had misplaced. They're sitting in a bin out where my sewing machine normally sits. But this padded hearing protection case will also go in there. That's it, I guess.
That's it.
All right. Before I lose any more weight here, I'm going to go into the air conditioning.